Well, if you're looking for a new podcast to listen to, we've got one for you. The next 6 weeks, Grace White is going to focus on one murder and try to put together the missing pieces. Here's a preview.
For the past 6 months, I've been obsessing over the murder case against Sandra Melgar, a woman serving 27 years in prison for brutally stabbing her husband. It happened just days before Christmas in 2012. My colleague Matt Kaiser and I have spent painstaking hours digging through court records, listening to old police interviews, and speaking with family and friends, just trying to make sense of what happened the night Jim Melgar died.
Well, Grace White and Matt Kaiser are here now to talk about this new podcast. Okay, so I remember this case. Sandra now in prison. She's been found guilty of killing her husband. So why did you pick up this case again?
Yeah, Reagan, it was such a bizarre headline. You know, I think it's something we all remember. It sticks with you. A woman convicted of killing husband, as you mentioned, staging this home invasion, found tied up in her closet. But Sandra has always maintained her innocence, and she never took the stand at her trial. So we wanted to know more about her life. We wanted to hear from her.
So Matt, again, she's found guilty, she's behind bars, but there's so many questions surrounding this case. What did you find?
So the jury still really believes in their verdict, but Sandra's attorney says there's no physical evidence against her. It's a purely circumstantial case, and even the prosecutor agrees it's a circumstantial case. And when you have situations like this, there's always going to be these questions.
Wow, all right. So what can listeners expect in the next 6 weeks? Because this was a good tease. This makes me want to listen.
What do we have in the next couple weeks?
We're going to be talking to a lot of people that feel like they've never been talked to before. Investigators in this case, when they were interrogating Sandra, told Sandra they were going to, find out everything about her life. And we've spoken to a lot of her friends and family who feel like, no one ever came and spoke with them. So we will be presenting both sides, but we wanted to share some interviews and speak to Sandra herself, people that have never really had a voice before.
Yeah, it's really interesting. These cases really do have missing pieces because you think it's so cut and dry. Someone is found guilty, someone is behind bars, but still a lot of questions linger. So thank you so much. And you can find the podcast on the KHOU.com and of course on iTunes. We'll be releasing a new podcast every Monday. Thanks, guys.